Folks, welcome back to Nostalgianomics. Today, we're going to do something very uncharacteristic of this channel. We are going to discuss the vintage Pokemon card market. You know what? Come to think of it, am I allowed to do that? Do I have permission to do that on YouTube? You know what? I need to call up the vintage gatekeepers. One moment, please. Yeah, hi, Vintage Cabal. Yeah, hi. I was wanting to make a vintage Pokemon market style video today on YouTube. My name? Nostalgianomics? No. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Give me one chance. Give me one chance. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna trash the vintage card market. No, I know you have your interest to protect. I understand you need to protect your investment and keep those prices high. I'm just gonna show some recent sales data, talk about some numbers, nothing major. Okay, great. One time pass. I appreciate it, Vintage Cabal. Thank you. All right, so the vintage gatekeepers are going to allow me one video today. So I'm going to jump right into it before they change their mind, because that's always a possibility. So let's jump right into it, folks. Before we do, though, I do have to give a quick shout out to our channel sponsor of today's video. That is none other than Kanto Shark Marketplace. Now, since we're talking about vintage cards, I will go ahead and shout out their marketplace section actually has a whole section dedicated to vintage graded cards. So if you're looking for a vintage card, you don't find it on eBay, you might want to find or check out the Kanto Shark Marketplace. They may have some cards on here that you might not be able to find anywhere else. They do keep their inventory fresh, and they do have a pretty large inventory. Now, I understand if vintage isn't your thing, no problem. They do have modern graded cards, Japanese graded cards for all of you Japanese hobby enthusiasts. They do have sealed product. They have raw singles if you're looking for just binder collections or if you want to try to grade yourself. And then also for all you big ballers out there looking for those rare, scarce, expensive cards, they do have a premium graded card section. So make sure you show Kanto Shark some love. Check out their marketplace if you do want to find some of those items that you might not be able to find anywhere else. All right, jumping into today's video. So what I'm going to do today is I chose some PSA 9s across all of the WotC into the Nintendo and Mid-Era sets. The reason I chose 9s is because it's very hard to find a lot of sales data for 10s. And also, I did try to choose some of the best, most rarest, most expensive cards in the set when I could. Obviously, for first edition base set, I chose Blastoise because Charizard is hard to find any consistent sales data and things like that. So I tried to keep it as fair as possible. I'm just going to show what's out there, and to your surprise, vintage is actually moving, but not all vintage, okay? And I'm going to tell you the reason for that. It's the same reason that I gave when, all the pumping was coming out during the boom, right? The SM Prats and all the other vintage channels. They were really, always pumping the rarer, minter, scarcer, older, better, whatever they push, right? They're always pushing the, pop reports and how many copies are out there, how rare it is, how hard it is to find, all that good stuff. Where I'm always saying, hey, popularity and demand is always going to trump those things. It just is. And that's why we're seeing a lot of the WotC cards actually move and a lot of those rarer, minter, scarcer, better, all that BS not move and actually go down in value. So we're going to jump into it. I'm going to show you what's going on. And we'll talk a little bit about why this is happening. So first edition base set Blastoise is moving, and it's moving in a big way. So here are some recent sales back in May. $3,500, buy it now. $3,250 at auction, 32 bids. So that price of that card was between $3,500 and $3,250, right? Fast forward to today. Look at this. PSA 9, $4,000, buy it now. Auction, 52 bids, $4,000. $4,000. This is a $4,000 card. These are all July sales, okay? Not only that, the lowest one on the market now is $4,175. And look, it's not even a new PSA case. It's an old cert number back from the ones. Look at this. The next one up, $4,500. Old cert number, old case. 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 They don't have one new cert number Blastoise in a new PSA case on the market. This is a shadowless. Not one on the whole market. And the lowest Blastoise in the whole market is $4,175. First edition base set's moving, people. If you were wanting to get in on this, I get it. I know Alex is shilling his own stuff. Yes, I do have a first edition PSA 9 base set. Yes, I do own this card. But the market's the market. The numbers are numbers. I'm just showing you what's happening. All right? Not trying to shill nothing. All right? Now, this next card, this is the card I do not own. So I'm not trying to shill anything here. All right. Snorlax, first edition, jungle. Snorlax. $614 at auction back May 13th. The buy it now or best offer. $676 at auction. Buy it now or best offer, buy it now, best offer. And then $645 at auction and $660 at auction. So very clearly it was in the mid 600s back in May. Fast forward to today. $810, 26 bids, July 29th. Not only that, you want to buy one? Lowest one in the market is from Canada, 20 watchers on it, $828. Next one up, $1,500. They're getting more scarce. The market's drying up. People are paying more. 600s to 800, that's like a 20+% gain. Same thing with the Blastoise. That was like a 15 to 20+% gain in a matter of 2 months. 2 months. You'd be lucky to make anywhere near that in the stock market in a year. These are ticking up in 2 months like that. While we're told the market's weak. No, people just aren't FOMOing into Scarlet Violet Base and Paldea and Obsidian Flames. They're spending their money elsewhere in the hobby, like I showed with Sword and Shield, and now with Vintage. The market's strong, people. Money is pouring into this hobby, right? And you know how bullish I am on Modern and how bearish I've been on Vintage. Credit where credit's due. Vintage is moving. Next up is going to be the Fossil Gengar. Here you go. May 4th, $365 at auction. May 5th, $355 at auction. Very clearly a mid $300 card. Fast forward to now. Wrong way. Fast forward to now. $410 just sold July 31st. All right. Open, if you want to buy it, well, you can get the old PSA case with the old cert number at 400, or if you want a new one, it's 425. So mid 300s to 400 plus. Again, 20% move. 20% in a matter of a couple months. And they're drying up. They're getting more scarce. Again, I don't own these cards. I'm just showing you what's out there. I wish I did. Next up is going to be the Dark Charizard from Team Rocket. All right. $698 at auction back in May. $743 at auction May 11th. All right. The Charizard fatigue has settled back all the way to Vintage now. Look at this. $750, $770. Very close to what it was selling for in May. $750, buy it now. $770 auction. Let's go back to May. Let's go back, right? Where were we at? Back in May? Looking for it. $710. $710 in May, right? $700. Keep scrolling forward. Try to find another one that auctioned. Let's see. There's a lot of buy it now or best offers, which I don't really take those. I mean, you can see it just kind of here, $740 in June. It's just not $770. It's just not ticking up as much as the others. The Charizard fatigue is set back. However, it is still selling. They're selling. I mean, these are selling every day. Not every day, but every week. Lowest one in the market, $730, $750. And so, again, I mean, it's slight moves, but yeah, Charizard isn't moving like the other cards. The Charizard fatigue is real. Next up is going to be the Sabrina's Gengar from Gym Heroes. So you're going to see $520 or best offer, and then there's one right here, $560 at auction. So in the low to mid fives, all right, back in May. Fast forward to today. Here you go. $599 or best offer. Catch 'em all collectibles, $679.99. Congrats, Dan, on that sale. Not sure, that could have been with a 15% off coupon. I'm not sure if it was going on then. It might have been. But yeah, I mean, $680, $600, very clearly moved up from where it was. 20%, right? 15 to 20% move. Go to the market. Look at this. Lowest one in the market now, $700. Lowest one, $700 or best offer. Things are moving, becoming more scarce, moving up. Now, another Charizard. Blame Charizard fatigue. I'm telling you guys, I'm not making this up. Charizard fatigue is real. People are moving away from Charizard. Look at this. May 7th, 14 your best offer. Here you go. Z&G Emporium auction, May 7th, 1201. 1201 back May 7th. Ready? Fast forward to today. What's it going for? 13 your best offer. $990 just ended. July 26th. Going down. Going down in value. What's it going for on the open market? Now, if you want to buy it now, lowest you can find is about $1,400, $1,300, something like that. 13s. There's a 1,200. I guess I didn't have this sorted correctly. Hold on one second. Everyone makes mistakes, people. Let me see. So lowest one in the market looks like it is well, it was CGC. Lowest one is at auction right now at $10.25. Lowest buy it now $10.99. And it's an old case. Lowest new case $11.25. So at or below what it was going for at auction back in May. I mean, just Charizard fatigue. It's what it is. So now moving on. So look, Nothing against, this Gyarados. Great card. Nothing against, Crystal Lugia. Nothing against Skyridge Charizard. Nothing against Level X Charizard. Nothing against Shining Mewtwo. Nothing against any of this stuff. Like nothing, Gold Star Mewtwo. Nothing against Shining Mewtwo. Nothing against, these are all amazing cards. However, my thesis has always been popularity and demand would draw people back to early WotC because that's what they remember from the first big boom. But the whole rarity scarcity chase would wear off in the mid-era. And that's what we're seeing. I'm going to show you the numbers right now. So all those guys that were pushing all this rarity scarcity, older rare, mint or better, chase all this mid-era stuff because it's so much more rare. Yeah, great. It's more rare. There's less of it. Guess what? Not as many people care. And you have to go through that education process of educating people on where to find this stuff and then convincing them they should like this stuff more and convincing them to pay multiples more for it just because it's scarcer and has lower pop reports than just going back and buying the cards they know, the base set, Jungle, Fossil, Team Rocket, that stuff. So I'm just going to show you. This is what is actually happening. So we're going to go ahead and look at ended recently. Okay. I don't know why this is April 22nd, but okay. Okay, so ended recently, July 1336.77, July 22nd, first edition PSA 9 Shining Gyarados. All right, let's scroll back. All right, 1595, buy it now, best offer May. Sorry, no best offer, buy it now. May. 1500 or best offer back in May. All right, 1525 at auction, June. Now 1336. It's moving down. People. It's a great card. People are just saying, hey, I get it's so rare, it's so scarce, low pop, but $1,500 for a card, there's a lot of other stuff I want for that. I get it. Shining Mewtwo, same thing. Here's July, 1,300 best offer. June 29th, 1,500 best offer. 1,300 one bid. All right, 14s. All right, ready? Let's scroll back. Look at this. May 4th, 1279. May 5th, 15 best offer, 1550, 1649 back in May. 1649 back in May. It's going for less now. Someone's taking a best offer at 1300. I mean, you're talking 20% or more losses now. Shining Mewtwo, awesome card, but hey, not as many people care. It is what it is. The popularity and demand is not there. Therefore, all the low pops, all the rare scarceness in the world cannot carry cards. That's what I try to tell you people. That's what I try to tell you about, Modern Sealed. It has the popularity and demand to carry it. That's why it does well. Next up is going to be the Aquapolis Lugia, the Crystal Lugia. Look at this. Ready? What's it selling for right now? Well, it's got some best offer, but $24.69 at auction, $2,500 or best offer. Okay, July, June. Scroll back. Let's see what it was doing. $2,800 back in May. 24 best offer, 25 back in May, 24.50. Pretty much the same. No movement. Absolutely no movement over the course of these 3 months. When Modern's been moving, when WotC, older WotC's been moving, it's not moving. Skyridge, right? Now, all these Skyridge Charizards are the reverses. These are not the hollows. I couldn't find any hollows that have been sold. So they haven't been selling. Hollow Crystal Charizard has not been selling. All right. But the reverse has. And look at this. Still getting absolutely crushed. Hammered. Look at this. July 25th, 1086 PSA 9. Ready? You ready for this? 1775 in May. 2025 in May. A 50% loss from May 23rd to July 25th. 3 months, you lost 50% value in that card. That's brutal. The Charizard fatigue is real. The mid-era, fatigue getting later WotC into Nintendo. People are just not as interested anymore, right? SM Pratt isn't out there pumping it. You don't have a lot of the vintage guys out here pumping these things, trying to protect their investments. It is what. Now, look, I get it. I love these cards. They're beautiful cards. But for the money, a lot of people are saying, nah, it's not worth it. I'd rather have stuff I actually remember from when I was a kid. Is what it is. Next up is going to be the Level X Charizard, right? July 26th, $258 at auction. All right, let's scroll back. Let's see what it was going for. $285 at auction, May. $300, $305, May 22nd. You're down. Losing money. You're still losing money while everyone's making money on modern cards, Modern Sealed, old WotC. Is what it is. I tried to tell you. Gold Star Mewtwo, right? Some of the most rarest cards in the hobbies, the Gold Star. Look at this. $19.99 or best offer. You can't even get $2,000 for this card anymore. $2,000 or best offer. Or best offer. Ready? Let's scroll back. $19.25 in May. $2,300 or best offer June. $19.13 in June. Going down. $20.25 in June. Now it's going down. Going down or staying even. Guys, this is the reality of the market. All right. Popularity and demand drive collectibles, drive Pokemon. Now, if somehow you can convince enough people to care about these cards, you can educate them enough, that just takes a lot of work. People like to flock to things they know, they appreciate, they enjoy, they have nostalgia for. A lot of these cards don't have any nostalgia for anyone because a lot of people weren't collecting in the hobby during this time. So what do people have nostalgia for? Well, the biggest booms in Pokemon, 99 to 2001, right? And then going to XY, Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield. Now Scarlet Violet. These are the biggest times in the hobby. That's where all the money's flowing. That's where the value is. So a lot of these mid-era vintage, older WotC not moving. A lot of the newer WotC or the original WotC is. And so, like I said, there's always money pouring into this hobby. Very bullish signs all around. Vintage is selling, cards are selling, sealed products selling, modern selling. People just they take these little bitty snippets. They tape these Scarlet Violet bases, or they take the fact that Obsidian Flames is falling at pre-release, which is indicative of nothing, and they try to create these ideas that Pokemon's somehow on a downward trajectory. Pokemon's not in a downward trajectory. So hope this video helped everyone out. Make sure you go check out Kanto Shark Marketplace if you get a chance. My name's Alex. This is Nostalgianomics. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this video. If you found this content helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out. Other than that, I'll be back here in a new video soon. I'm out.